Jaw-dropping sunrise.
Oh, we might have to drive a while to find a beach from here.
We'll improvise.
I can't wait to see what happens.
Hey everyone, welcome back to TV Deep Dive. I'm your host Amelia, and today we're breaking down the explosive season 1 finale of CBS's runaway hit drama, Beyond the Gates. If you've been following our recaps all season, you know we've been building to this moment. Episode 31, titled Reckoning, delivers on all the promises made throughout this incredible first season. As always, make sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you don't miss our upcoming Season 2 predictions video next week. This is your official spoiler warning. We're covering everything in this finale, including that shocking final scene that has social media absolutely exploding right now. So, if you haven't watched yet, you might want to come back after you've experienced it for yourself. Now, let's step back into Oakwood Estates one last time this season, where the gates can no longer contain the chaos that's been brewing for 30 episodes. After last week's devastating revelation that Vernon Dupree was directly responsible for Marcus Hamilton's death 20 years ago, Reckoning picks up with the community in complete disarray. The decades-long conspiracy that has protected Oakwood's most powerful residents is finally crumbling, and everyone must choose sides in what has become an all-out war between the Dupree and Hamilton families. This finale masterfully weaves together all the season's major storylines, from Danny's whistleblower journey and Nicole's crumbling marriage to Martin's redemption arc and Anita's desperate attempts to salvage her family legacy. The episode title, Reckoning, proves painfully appropriate as every character faces the consequences of choices made throughout the season. What makes this finale so satisfying is how it balances shocking twists with emotional payoffs that feel genuinely earned after 31 episodes of character development. Director returns from the pilot to bring everything full circle, with visual callbacks to the season's beginning that highlight just how far these characters have come, or fallen. Let's break down exactly how this explosive finale played out. The episode opens with a striking parallel to the pilot, another aerial shot of Oakwood Estates. But this time, instead of sunshine and perfection, we see police vehicles, news vans, and a community in crisis. The visual metaphor is powerful. The gates that once protected this elite world now seem to be trapping everyone inside a nightmare of their own making. We first see Anita Dupree alone in her mansion as news reports detail Vernon's arrest for Marcus Hamilton's murder. As performance here is nothing short of spectacular. The perfect composure that defined Anita all season finally cracks as she smashes her carefully curated family photos. This scene brilliantly pays off Anita's season-long character arc from community queen to a woman watching her perfect world disintegrate. Meanwhile, Bill Hamilton holds an impromptu press conference outside his home, presenting himself as a grieving brother finally receiving justice. Though we as viewers know his hands are far from clean in this conspiracy. The contrast between his public performance and what we know about his involvement creates a perfect tension that will drive the final confrontations. In perhaps the most emotionally charged early scene, Nicole arrives at her parents' home to find Danny packing to leave. Their sisterly confrontation has been building all season. Nicole representing loyalty to family legacy at all costs, while Danny embodies the moral awakening that threatens to bring down everything their parents built. When Nicole asks, "How could you do this to your own family?" and Danny responds, "I did this for our family," it encapsulates the moral complexity at the heart of the show. With Vernon awaiting arraignment, the power vacuum in Oakwood Estates leads to rapidly shifting alliances that drive much of the episode's drama. Ted Richardson, finally freed from Vernon's influence, makes a desperate play to save the family bank by offering evidence against the Duprees in exchange for immunity. The scene where he confesses this plan to Nicole creates one of the season's most powerful confrontations. Nicole's realization that her husband is abandoning her family in their darkest hour pays off the trust issues that have simmered since the pilot. After an entire season of calculated moves, Leslie Thomas finally reveals her endgame. She's been gathering evidence against both the Duprees and the Hamiltons, positioning herself to take control of the community's prize development project. Her scene with Eva showcases how far she's willing to go, even threatening her own sister to maintain her advantage. After their separation mid-season, Martin and Smitty's reunion comes at a critical moment. Martin's decision to testify about what he witnessed the night Marcus died, potentially implicating his own family in the cover-up, represents the character growth we've watched all season. Their reconciliation scene provides a rare moment of genuine emotional connection amidst the community's collapse. Chelsea Hamilton, positioned all season as her father's loyal lieutenant, faces her own moral crisis when she discovers evidence that Bill was complicit in covering up her uncle's murder for financial gain. Her confrontation with Bill delivers one of the episode's most shocking moments when he coldly tells her, "There are no clean hands in this community, including yours." Actor delivery of this line perfectly encapsulates Bill's character. The episode's centerpiece takes place at the Oakwood Estates Charitable Foundation Emergency Board meeting, a brilliant narrative choice that brings most of our key players together in the same room for a sequence of confrontations that have been building all season. Director stages this sequence as theatrical drama, with characters literally taking positions on opposite sides of the boardroom table, symbolizing the community's final fracturing. The cinematography here deserves special mention. The camera constantly circles the table, creating a dizzying sense of alliances shifting by the minute. Several pivotal moments occur during this extended sequence. 1. Anita's attempt to maintain control of the foundation, insisting that Vernon's personal troubles shouldn't affect the community's charitable work. A last, desperate attempt to separate the Dupree public image from their private sins. 2. Bill Hamilton's motion to remove the Dupree name from all foundation activities, effectively erasing their legacy from the community they built. 3. Leslie Thomas's surprise production of documentation showing both families have been using the foundation to launder money for years. 4. Chelsea's unexpected alliance with Danny to propose a complete restructuring of the foundation with transparency measures that would expose everyone's financial dealings. 5. The surprise arrival of Naomi Hamilton with evidence that could implicate multiple board members, forcing a stalemate. If we go down, we're taking everyone behind these gates with us. A line that perfectly caps her character's transformation from community protector to vengeful survivor. After discovering Ted's immunity deal, Nicole returns to their home to find him packing. Their final conversation as a couple revisits themes from their first argument in the pilot, but with a painful new context. When Nicole says, "I never really knew you," and Ted responds, "You never really wanted to," it crystallizes how their marriage was always more alliance than partnership. The scene ends with Nicole taking off her wedding ring, a quiet but powerful moment. Martin finally reveals to Smitty his full role in the events surrounding Marcus's death. He didn't participate, but his silence made him complicit. This confession scene, beautifully acted by, represents Martin's complete arc from someone hiding from his past to a man brave enough to face consequences. Smitty's choice to stand by him, saying, "I fell in love with who you are, not who you were," provides a rare hopeful note. The season's most surprising alliance culminates in a quiet scene where these former rivals acknowledge how similar their journeys have been, both daughters fighting to define themselves against powerful fathers. Their conversation on the community park bench, a callback to their tense encounter in episode 3, symbolizes hope that the next generation might break the cycle of corruption. In perhaps the episode's most powerful scene, Anita visits Vernon in holding before his arraignment. Their final conversation as husband and wife reveals that Anita has made a deal to protect their children. She'll provide evidence of Vernon's financial crimes in exchange for immunity for Nicole and Danny. When Vernon asks, "After everything we built together?" Anita's response, "The children are all we built that matters," provides perfect closure to their complex relationship. Bill Hamilton's carefully constructed victim narrative collapses when Martin provides prosecutors with evidence that Bill helped cover up his own brother's murder for financial gain. The scene where detectives arrive at Bill's home during his interview with a sympathetic journalist creates perfect dramatic irony. His desperate attempt to maintain his public persona even as he's being arrested encapsulates the show's theme of appearance versus reality. After a season of masterful manipulation, Leslie's schemes finally backfire when Eva reveals she's been gathering evidence against her sister all along. Their confrontation in Leslie's office delivers the satisfying downfall of one of TV's most compelling villains. Leslie's realization that her own sister outplayed her leads to the devastating line, "You were the only person I never thought I needed to control." The emotional core of the finale comes when Nicole and Danny visit their childhood home one last time before assets are frozen. Their reconciliation after a season of being on opposite sides allows them to acknowledge difficult truths about their parents while still honoring their complicated love for them. When they find the family photo album in Anita's hidden safe, the same safe that earlier held incriminating documents, it creates a powerful metaphor for separating family bonds from family sins. The episode's final sequence delivers the shocking twist that will clearly drive season 2. As various characters face their new realities, Nicole leaving the community, Martin testifying, Chelsea taking control of Hamilton Industries, we cut to Vernon in prison, receiving a mysterious visitor. The reveal that it's Eva Thomas creates the season's biggest surprise. Their cryptic conversation suggests that the conspiracy goes far deeper than anyone realized, with Eva saying, "They think it ended with Marcus, but we both know that was just the beginning." Vernon's ominous response, "If the truth comes out, no one behind those gates will survive it," perfectly sets up the second season while recontextualizing everything we thought we knew. The final shots mirror the pilot's ending montage, showing Oakwood Estates at night, but now with empty homes, for sale signs, and police tape, the perfect visual representation of a paradise lost. The camera pulls back beyond the gates, suggesting that the community can no longer contain its secrets. The episode ends with a shocking post-credits scene. Someone in shadows, removing what appears to be Marcus Hamilton's actual murder weapon from a hidden compartment in the community's front gate monument, implying that the truth about his death is still buried and setting up the central mystery for season 2. From the pilot's perfect facade to the finale's shattered community, the season has examined how exclusive enclaves like Oakwood Estates maintain their perfection through corruption, compromise, and conspiracy. The gates themselves have evolved from symbols of protection to symbols of imprisonment. The generational conflict between parents who built the community through moral compromise and children who must decide whether to perpetuate or challenge these systems reached its perfect resolution in this finale, with Nicole and Danny finding different but equally valid responses to their parents' complicated legacy. Each family's storyline has examined how wealth and influence can corrupt even well-intentioned people, with Vernon and Bill representing different paths to the same moral bankruptcy, while characters like Martin and Danny show the difficult journey toward redemption. The season has consistently contrasted public personas with private actions, and this finale brings that theme to its zenith as every character's carefully maintained image crumbles against undeniable truth. What makes Beyond the Gates such compelling television is how it balances soap opera dramatics with genuine social commentary, creating a show that's both wildly entertaining and thoughtfully provocative. Based on this finale, here are some burning questions and predictions for season 2. 1. What is the deeper conspiracy Eva and Vernon referenced, and how does it connect to Marcus's death? 2. Will Nicole rebuild the Dupree name outside Oakwood Estates, or seek revenge against those who betrayed her family? 3. Can Danny and Chelsea's alliance survive as they attempt to reform the community? 4. What will happen to the community itself now that its foundations have been exposed as corrupt? 5. Who is the mysterious figure in the post-credits scene? And what do they know about Marcus's murder? The show has brilliantly set up numerous compelling arcs for season 2, potentially expanding beyond the gates to explore how these characters function in the wider world once their protective bubble has burst. Beyond the Gates has delivered a first season that will certainly be remembered as one of television's most compelling debuts in years. From the picture-perfect pilot to this explosive finale, the show has maintained incredible momentum while developing characters of genuine complexity. What did you think of the finale? Were you shocked by Eva's revelation? Who do you think will come out on top in season 2? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this breakdown, please hit that like button and subscribe for our upcoming season 2 predictions video next week. Thank you all for watching our Beyond the Gates recaps this season. Your comments and theories have made this journey even more enjoyable. Until our predictions video next week, I'm with TV Deep Dive saying goodbye until season 2.